it's those hot summer workouts. It's the time that you didn't think you could make one more sprint or one more rep in the weight room, and you kind of look over at your teammates and they're giving it all that they have. It's kind of those special moments. It's the locker room where you're, after practice and you're talking about, hey, what happened at practice, but also you're talking about the personal side of it. What are you doing after practice? What's happening back home? How's your high school team doing in the playoffs? It's those type things that, to me, that it really makes what we do in athletics, that makes it special, because that's lifelong friends, and that's the people that you communicate with really on a day-to-day basis still today.
What is it like getting back and forth into Knoxville, coming in and
I can almost drive it
basketball game
close.
here, football, right? Yeah,
I can drive it with my eyes closed. It's
right.
It's special. I mean, you come back and you get to see guys like Bud Ford. I mean, it's we had that conversation. I said, Bud, this is just like old times. We're going to go do the media, and I think that's what makes it such a special place. It's I think when Coach Fulmer come back, you start seeing more former players, and you started seeing people who are working with the university that have been here, and they bring people back, and the people that are surrounding themselves. I think he's just really given it taken Tennessee to the next level where we need to be, and it's given, I think, confidence, if you will, in the Tennessee family, both internally and externally as fans.
The success that you had in Tennessee, look at this year and what's going on with Jeremy Pruitt. How would you evaluate Jeremy Pruitt and the success they're trying to have?
Well, I think obviously a young head coach, and I think any young head coach has to have someone. I know Coach Dickey was kind of someone that mentored Coach Fulmer as a head coach, and I think it's great that you have Coach Fulmer now, kind of passing that mentorship along, and kind of being someone that they can have a conversation with. Yeah, you're my boss, but although I really need your help and support. And I think I saw that transition happen during this past football season, where I think it was really, as Coach sometimes says, you're trying too hard, son, and take a step back and relax and kind of and see what's going on and understand, reflect on yourself. And I think I would assume that conversation probably happened somewhere around the middle of that season, and I think it really changed the outcome and kind of the trajectory coming into the 2020 season.
What's your son doing, Navy?
Yes, Navy is a freshman at App State, and so they're already in spring ball. He said he spent yesterday the 2 hours of practice. It snowed the entire time, so he's absolutely loving it. It was by far one of the hardest personal things I've ever had to do, is drop him off at school and drive home. That was an emotional time. You would think you can be pretty tough, but when you're with your son as often as I was, coaching and then coming home, and we'd watch film together, and I've been around a lot of the quarterbacks and kind of mentored a lot of quarterbacks online, but never have I been around anyone who understands the game better than he does. Situations. I mean, they always say you always try to find a coach's son. I mean, he exceeded expectations, and I got this past year I let him call an entire game. I never called a single play, and the head coach, my friend, come over, looked at me, and he goes, well, he said, the great thing about this is we won the game. Even better news is I found a new offensive coordinator. So he just has a knack for it. I mean, just an understanding of the game that just makes me proud. And most importantly of all, he's a great brother to his sister, and he's made Nicole and I, proud parents, regardless if he ever plays a play in home field.
All right, everybody got anything else?